Now, if you're just starting the game, you gotta probably get to let's see, where is it? You gotta get to Udala Steps of the Now, and right, and okay, here's a map of it. You get right in front of teleport, and there should be a Mog there with a side quest that takes you to the gold saucer. And you take it and you go to the airship landing docks and take an airship for the first time to the gold saucer. And if you ever want to get there, you can always just, once you get a teleport, you can warp there. Or it's your first time. I'm starting off in New Gridania. You just take the steps down here. Once you get an airship pass, that is. You gotta have an airship pass first. Then you can talk to this guy. Go to any of the three cities. This guard too. Interesting. So you can take you a few places. Then you go to Gold Saucer. I know some of you guys were asking me how to get there. So once you start, you'll see all the bunny girls. Of course, I'm a bunny girl too. Woo. And to get there, you gotta take the lift operator right here. This will be right next to the main service desk. And once you're there, you can get the make sure you get the teleport big crystal here, and get the little teleport seaters, like 2 on this floor, 1 for the bird area for chocobos, and 1 for the minion squares. 2 little teleport crystals you can get. Then you just, touch the crystal. You can teleport anywhere around. When you first get here, my other video is like 80 minutes. I have no idea how that got so far out of whack. I got carried away bird racing. You can talk to somebody here that has a quest to start your own bird racing. You grab that quest, and then teleport to Central Shroud, Bend Branch Meadows. Talk to the lady at the bird stables. You'll see it up on a hill. I'll open a map, and there's a chocobo keep right here. So you go there, you talk to the NPC, and she'll give you a bird card. You don't breed your bird first off, you just get a bird card. Then you come back here, turn the quest in, talk to the race chocobo trainer, register your bird right there, race chocobo registration. Then you want to buy a manual from this girl here. I would strongly recommend first timers buy Stamina 2. Let's see. It's under manuals 1, I guess. Okay, yeah, I would recommend buying, you'll start off with Stamina 2 manual, and then by doing chocobo races, you'll unlock Stamina 3, or through a bird card, which I would strongly recommend. Now, manual, I think 1 has a super sprint. Let me see here. Where's super sprint? Very important thing. Wait, wait, that's, it's under part 2. Here we go. Here you go, super sprint. Now, to unlock this one book is very important. You can just buy the training manual. I would buy 9 of them, because it's gonna, once you unlock it though. Let me just say, we also I gotta also say the food. You go to purchase. Now, if you don't have a mod goal, you can purchase race items with Gil. It's just level 1 feed, which is really not. It's more like dog food for a chocobo. It's really, bottom grade food. That's if you want to spend Gil instead of the mod gold. And if you did a lot of events and save up about 100,000 gold, roughly, at least 100,000, then you can go to race items. I would buy grade 3, so it improves your stats really good by 33% or 66% more than grade 1 and 2 food. So it's increases your stats a lot more faster and better for top of the line food. Say like we GMO food, and we wonder why we have such poor health, because we have the worst food supply in the whole world compared to any other country. And then here's what you want. You want to look at your bird and see if it's a male or female. Just go to Cool Saucer, Chocobo. Now you'll see is a female or male up by the name tag. It will give you the symbol for the sex. So if it's a female, then I want a male card. So I look up race items. Now I would buy just 1 male card, because your first or second generation will be pretty much shady. I mean, pretty much the first 5 generations is pretty much a weak bird, kinda. Don't start getting good to like generation 7 and 8, and then 9. So you could probably buy just buy one opposite sex card. I would strongly recommend buying level 9. If or at least 1 or 2 generations higher than your bird. If you have a generation 2, buy a generation 3 or 4 card. And let's see what else we have here. Got food. Okay, now here's some special water. It will remove its chocobo's current second trait. Like say if you're generation 4 or 5 and you want to remove the chocobo cure for super sprint, then you'll need some of these waters to buy, so you can change over the stats for a more high-end bird once you're like level 25 or 30, roughly around there. Just to give you an idea, once you do chocobo challenges, I'll show you in a little bit, you can get free, more higher end, not free, but more higher end manuals unlocked, and they'll have stuff like super sprint, like this book here. I just got 9 of those. You get those, and also very important, I would get a lot of chocobo cure 2 or 3, and you want to also get stamina books, a lot of stamina 2 and 3 books. Well, once you unlock stamina 3 books, so your stamina 1, 2, and 3. Just get it. If you're starting off your first bird, get a stamina 2 book, so you have enough stamina to get across the finish line, because you're gonna need it. So that'd be a strong book I would recommend for getting for a beginning racer. Then you go to teaching race abilities, and you trade them the book that you just bought from the other bunny to learn stamina 2 or other skills you want. Then every time you win a race, you feed your birds some food, whatever stats you want to increase. You change your bird's name. And once you get like level 40 for your first bird, I just retire it. Generation level 2 and higher, wait till you're level 50, then retire it. And because once you hit level 50, your bird will retire with higher stats than its parents. And then that will show up on your card, and then when you breed it, your next bird's offspring will have better stats than before. So that's why it's important for generation level 2 and through 9 to get those birds to level 50, because when you retire them from the gold saucer after hitting level 50, they will retire with higher stats than what they started with. But you gotta get all the stats at level 250 and up, but depending on the level of the stat. Like, I know some people will start off, their stat will only retire at like level 50 or 100. But if you work on some stats that you want to improve, I would suggest working on like the stamina and endurance and speed if you want, for just starting off. For beginning birds up to like rank 5. Now rank 6 and up, you should work on your stamina, endurance, and cutting, especially for the endgame bird, because cutting is very important because it affects your frame rate on the track. With the speed of your chocobo covers the track quicker for some weird reason. And it does seem to work. It's strange, but cutting seems to be faster than speed. And here's my endgame built for my bird. I'm trying to get 4 stats maxed out later, but I got a speed of 445 out of 500. Slow racing don't really matter because I got super sprint. And the endurance on his bird and stamina and cutting is all maxed at 500. But here's another trick. I got my bird at 35, and then I stopped putting the points into it till I got to like level 50. Once you hit 35 and you're, like, say you're a rank 5 bird, and your pedigree is level 5 and higher, I would wait for the last 15 levels to put your points into your bird, so you can evenly spread them out later on, more evenly. Because sometimes once your stat, say if I just work on just stamina only, and I max that out at like level 25, then it's wasting point build up for other stats for my bird. You see what I'm saying? And I'll work on leveling my stats evenly between 3 stats. Like, say I want to increase stats in speed, stamina, and endurance, I'll just work on those 3, or stamina, endurance, and cutting. That way your bird will be more well-rounded and faster at the end, and I don't have points being wasted. Because once the stats max out early, then you're wasting points, and your bird could use probably those extra 50 points of food for other stats. You would have had a faster endgame bird when you're level 50, and my offspring could have been a hell of a lot, had a lot more speed or more cutting or more endurance or something. You see what I'm saying? Because once the stats max out early, then your bird's being wasted in points. I could just call it wasting points. And I'll do one little bird race really quick, but it'll be non-person. Let's see. Now, a lot of people will not do, there's no rewards. I was just going to do this because there's no rewards. No one's ever going to do these tracks, so I don't have to worry about racing other players. But I get no XP for it. But I'm already maxed out, so it don't matter. All right, I just use super sprint because I got Starbreaker in front of me. not good. I don't want to get bombed with a fizzy drink. I shouldn't have got that. I didn't think ahead. Oh boy. That messed her up. She did get thorns, so I gotta stay away from her. Damn it, I missed that. Ah, bummer. This is gonna be a messy race here, folks. I got hit with a flaming drink, the worst of the worst here. I still got enough stamina and speed and cutting to get across the finish line ahead of her. And I beat her by default. And she's burned out in stamina because she don't have a lot of stamina. And all it took was one little nick and she lost 10% of her health. Because she hit a, I think she hit a cactus person or something. Or one little bump. Every time you get one little bump, you lose 10% of your, stuff. Or if you get a fizzy drink on you, or I think that's like almost 20% of your stamina, which is pretty bad. Not bad. I got 1 minute 19. My record on here is 107. Trying to rebuild the bird I used to have. I think I had maxed out. I had 4 stats maxed out. I'm trying to get back to that. But I want to try to keep this video somewhat short. And as you can see, I got no points now. I just did a test racetrack against no people. But you don't get no XP, you don't get no guild, you don't get no money or nothing. I miss the old days where you can race without against other players and get rewards, but they discontinued that, which I don't like really, but oh well. But if you want to get XP and rewards, then you gotta go to the Chocobo races. Now these are just no party member. That's party member only. Just for you and your. If you got like a friend with you, then you'll race just with them only. But you don't get no rewards, no guild, no nothing for doing this. So you have to go up to these upper 4 tracks and pick random and beach or forest or desert. And then when your bird is like level 40 or 50, mostly like level 50, then you come here and you hit retire your bird. Then you take your bird card and you take it to the Chocobo breeder in Central Shroud. Oh. In Central Shroud here. And you take it right down here on the map to the bird stables, and you pick Chocobo coverage, and you hit breed your bird, and you select your bird cards. Now you will have to get your bird card from the lady here. You just get the opposite sex card, male or female, and rank generation 1 through 9. And you trade in your bird card from the bird races, and you trade her the coverage card from the bunny girl card you got, and you breed your bird. You wait, I think, like 30 minutes, and then you hit you're here. You talk to the same NPC. And you hit I'm here to pick up my new baby bird, and so give you your new bird. And then you come back here and register your bird to race again, and you got generation 2 bird, and the cycle repeats itself 9 times. It will take you a good week. If you do it 1 generation per day, you say you do it 9 days, that's not bad. But if you want to also make money, I would race my bird till I have about 100,000 gold in my pocket at least, and then breed a new bird. Like you can do like maybe 100 races and make extra money, and then trading your bird and breed a new one. But after 50, then you start pocketing money to start supporting yourself in bird racing. So if you're starting off new, I would just get my bird to 50, and then start stockpiling the money up in my pocket. You're gonna get 50% for this week, or until like I think November or something. I think November or something. So now's a good time to start bird racing, and you get extra 50% bonus for every time you win. And to get big money, you come to this middle girl, and you hit enter bird race, and you hit challenge. There's 15 tracks you can pick from that after you unlock one at a time. You gotta unlock each track by beating the other track, and then once you get your bird to level 271 out of 300, then you can do the ultimate track at the very end. And you're gonna need a pretty high-end bird for that. The most important tracks to be, I think it's track 4 or 5 that will unlock Super Sprint. Now here's a good trick. Once you get a breeding card, any breeding card that has stamina 3 on it, make sure that your baby offspring has stamina 3, because you can get that way early just by getting a breeding card. And that will save you a lot of headache. And never ever lose that hereditary trait. Always keep stamina 3 on your bird at all time as its basic hereditary stat, or you're screwed. Just to let you know that, because that's your bread and butter. And once you get about track, I think it's track 10. I think it's 5, 10, and 15, like every 5 tracks. So it's got to be track 5 that will unlock Super Sprint. Track 10 will unlock stamina 3 scrolls, which is pretty good. Track 15 gives you a free race bird outfit at the Old Gridania. You gotta talk to the guy by the waterfall, that guy that tells you your achievements. He'll give you your bird race outfit, which is pretty nice. And I'll say what it looks like too, if you're curious. Well, it's hard to see, but that's what it looks like. It's like a red, headgear, red cape, red feet pad. It's not too bad. I like the head part. It's pretty cool though. And you can use the pedigree history chart. It will tell you your odds of getting, higher stats from your father and your mother. But since my parents were both hardcore from years of breeding, I got 100% odds of breeding a monster, which is off the chart. My bird's rating a 300. The highest class is 300. It used to be, I think, 250 or something, like years ago. Then it jacked up to 300. I wish it would jack it up again to like 500. That'd be kind of cool. And it has some like rainbow tracks in it, like Final Fantasy VII. That was really pretty. But I'm going to end this video here because I don't want to get too long. And I hope it tells you a little bit. Also, when you're buying bird cards, if you get a good bird card with good stats on it, let me just say real quick here, my inventory. Now you can see my card on the left hand side. Tells you that no matter what, it's going to have top of line speed, because the mom and the dad were level 4 in speed. It's a speed demon, and its cutting is pretty good too. And the only thing that really hurts is the stamina and endurance is what I look for. And that kind of kills the card. But I'm just saying, if I'm just starting off, I'm just letting you know, if you buy a level 9 breeding card and you get a card with really 6 speed or high stamina and endurance, high odds I'm going to take a champion and breed with my not so good bird, and my next bird is going to be a lot, like, it's going to be really maxed out in speed on it next time around. But that's only a 50-50 chance, because I got to look at my bird stats too when I retire this bird. If I got like a, say maybe a 3-star when I retire, like say if I push my bird a little bit to 50 on generation 2 maybe, then it will probably have a 3-star when it retires, and then I breed that with this bird level 9 card. High odds my next bird is going to be a 4-star in speed. That's what you want. You don't want to ever get a crappy card with like all 1 and 2 stars. You want like something at least with all 3 stars all the way down on both sides, in the red and the yellow. I mean the red and the blue. Sometimes you could spend a lot of money fishing for good cards, but if you get a really like a, say a 38, 39 star card, it's 40 points per card. And if you look at my card here, there's a picture of a perfect card. And it's kind of hard to see, but on the right hand side, you see mine's a 40-star card. That's a perfect card. This bird here is a 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. It's a 28-star card. That's so-so. But if I get like a 35-star card, 35 and up, I'll save on to that for where I'm going to breed like a level 9 bird. I'll hold on to that kind of card. Like if you get 35 stars and up card, hold on to them. But don't spend all your money fishing cards, because you'll burn yourself, into poverty soon, And just try, feed your bird at least, grade 3 food too. Just get your first bird of, maybe like 50 and do a few bird races this week, and start pocketing gold. For the gold saucer, try to get save up 100,000, and then you have some money for your grade 2 bird. But I'll end this video here, and I hope this video was a little bit shorter and helped you guys out. It's about 27 minutes long. And I'll see you guys later, okay? If you have any questions, just ask me in comments below. I'll see you guys later, okay? Peace.